Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is basically SSIS end-to-end SSIS project. Till now we have checked the lab number 11. So now we will move for the lab number 12. In lab number 12, we will uh, use the sequence container for the grouping the different model and task into the SSIS package. In a previously we have completed, we load the data from the MySQL database, and for this we will use a slowly changing dimension for the validating the data. So the now the time is for the combine all the modules. Okay, so in our project, we have the different the modules. First of all, we have loaded the Excel file. Okay, so that Excel file in a FTP server. Okay, so after that, once we loaded multiple Excel file, then we archive that loaded Excel file. After that, we will generate the different type of log. So basically in that the log, the error log, audit log, data error log. So basically different type of log we exported. Okay, so this is a model number 2. Then in the third module, we will load the data from the MySQL database, and we will now what we will do. So we will combine all the modules. Okay, so whatever the till the now we have completed the lab. So we will combine all the model into the one single SSIS package. Okay, so for that I will use my last package. So for the uh, basically the package that will already we have covered for the loading the data from the Excel, and then we have also completed the error log. So now the same the assignment we will use. So basically in that the lab number 8 we will use for that, and we will combine all the modules in a lab number 8. So basically in that we will just add for the MySQL database. Okay, so whatever the the package we built for the MySQL database, so we will combine this into the lab number 8. So for that we need to open the lab number 8. So quickly I will open my lab number 8. Okay, first of all I will give some brief summary. So lab number 12. So basically what we will do, so basically in that if you check, so basically this is for the Excel extract. Okay, so whatever the Excel file operation we completed for the loading the data from the different Excel file. After that we will load data into the MySQL server. Okay, MySQL server. Then we will generate the auditing log. After that we will archive those file from the input folder to the archive folder. Okay, so after that we will completed the extract or the error log and file format. Okay, so for that whatever the format given by the business team, so we will use the same format for the audit log. After that we will export the audit log, then we will export the error log. After that we will export the whatever the data error log. Okay, so all the file we will exported. So now just pending for the MySQL database. Okay, so we will complete this into the lab number 12. So for that I will open my lab number 8. So in a lab number 8 we have completed all the Excel as well as the error log. Okay, so I will open the solution. Okay, so my lab number 8 now open. So first of all I will what I will do. So in this lab, so basically we will add the MySQL database, whatever the package we built. So we will integrate this package into the this one. So first of all I will enable this package for each loop container. Then I will enable disable it, and disable it. Okay, so first of all we will complete one by one and we will go for the next. So first of all I will complete all the connection for the loading the Excel file. So for that, first of all we need to go to the for each loop container, go to the edit and go to the collection. So now the first thing is that we need to change the enumerator configuration. So because of it will be currently pointing to the lab number 3. So we will what we will do. So basically in this lab, so what we will do. So basically this is the SSIS project. Okay, so these are the different type of lab we completed previously. But for the lab number 12, we will combine all the data into the one central folder. So this is my project folder, and this folder we will add all the my input and output whatever the requirement. So as per that we will complete these things. Okay, so instead of the pointing the data from the another lab, so we will combine all the connection, all the input file or whatever the output file that we are extracting, that we complete into the same folder, and this folder we will move for the next operation. Okay, so for that, first of all I will change all the connection. Okay, so for the changing the connection I will use the input file folder. So as of now it will be loaded, so I will do, so I will delete this one and I will taking the data from the archive folder. Okay, so I will put all the input file. So basically in our project all the data will be the input file. So basically for the all the Excel file will place into the input folder. So we will fetch the data from the input folder, and after that we will generate the different type of log. So like audit log, data error log or error log file. Okay, and after the completing the loading the part, we will move all the file into the this archive folder. Okay, and then the next one is the output. So basically the whatever the order summary we will complete in our next lecture, next lab. So for that we will use the output folder for the placing the summary of the data. Okay, then template. So basically the template, basically as per the business requirement, they need the audit log in this format. Okay, so I have already completed in the lab number, the previous lab. So how we can check the audit log and this thing. So we will copy all the data whatever the require from the that folder. Okay, okay. So this is the template file. So we will give the name for this. Okay, then now I will give the input file. So I will copy the address, and first thing is that we need to give the correct name for this. Okay, so I will change the enumerator configuration. So I will put the folder path from the my project folder. Okay, and then I will click on OK. So this is the first step. Then second step, so basically once we change the connection from the for each loop container, then we will need to change the connection for the data flow task. Because of data flow task, we will find the Excel file from the old one. So if you check, there is a cross sign. So we will go to the configuration. So go to the edit. Now this will be connection manager for the Excel. It will be using the connection manager 6. So what we will do? So I will close this, and whatever the connection manager 6. Okay. So this is my connection manager 6. So other than, so I will delete all the connection manager that not required. Then I will delete, and 6, 7 and 8 I will remain same as it is. Okay, so now I will go to the property, then here is the expression. So I will go to the expression as well, but before that I will use the proper naming convention. So this is the input input excel file connection. Okay, so I will give the name like this, then I will go to the expression. So go to the excel file path, so go to the 3 tab, and here we will use this file path. So if I uh, evaluate the value, so currently it is a pointing for the different folder. So we will change this to the main project folder. Okay, so for that, what we will do, so we need to change this variable path. Okay, so for that I will close this, then I will go to the variable, and here is the file path. So we have created variable, and this variable we assign the value for the whatever the file we need to point. Okay, so here what we will do, so I will change this value. Okay, I will replace this value. Okay, so this is my project folder, this is my input folder in a project input folder. So I will copy this one, come here, then I will select the from this slash and this one, and I will click on paste. Okay, so D slash exercise practical project in that input, and then this is my first Excel file. Okay, so I will change this one. Okay, then similarly archive file. So for the archive file we need to change the folder. Okay, so for the archive file we will go to the folder, then go to the project. So this is my archive file, so I will directly copy this path, and I will directly give the this path for the archive folder. Okay, so this is the completed. Then log file path. So basically the we need to the copy the log. So for that we need to change the path. Okay, log file path, and this is for the template. Okay, so template pointing to the template folder, and this is a pointing to the audit log file. So for that I will go to the my main project folder, go to the edit log, then I will copy this one, and I will paste here. Okay, so D drive exercise practical project audit log file. Okay, now then the log file template path. So we need to copy the template from the folder. So for that we have already this one, this is a template. Okay, so I will, what I will do, I will go to the my folder project, and this is my template file. Okay, so I will copy this path. Okay, control C, then I will come to my package and only replace this path. Okay, so before the slash I will replace this path. Okay, okay, so D drive exercise practical project, then template file slash, then audit log file dot xls. Okay, so I have changed this one. Okay, now I will save this. I will then control S, then close. So now I have changed the this path as well. Okay, so now I will go to the excel source, then here we need to input excel connection, then this is my sheet. So I will select the sheet, click on preview. So data, whatever the data in that sheet, so it will be selected, then click on close. Then columns, so column mapping is fine, then click on OK. Okay, so completed for the excel source. Then I will also check the error data. So this is the fine. Okay, click on OK, then click on OK. So I will enable this archive. Okay, so as of now I will not touch for the whatever the export log. So I have only look into the for each loop container. Okay, so basically first of all I will check whatever the we done the changes, so it will be working fine or not. Okay, so for that I will, go to the, first of all we need to delete all the data from the Excel. Okay, so I have already shared the whatever the script that required. So for that you need to go to the SSIS practical project, then all the MS SQL server query. So you need to copy, open with into the notepad. Okay, so you can select all the query, select all, control C, and go to the new query. Okay, here we need to paste the query. So basically we will load all the data into the dump order. Okay, so we can check. So this is my data flow task. Once the Excel file loaded, then we will count the row, then we will load the data into the MS SQL server. So into this dump underscore order table. If you have using the other the table, then you can replace this table to the whatever the table you have created. Okay, so if you using the other than any table, you can replace this table. Okay, as of now it will be working fine, so I will click on OK. So I will come here. So this is the dump table where we load all the Excel data. Okay, so I will run this table. Then this is the audit table. So whatever the audit log, whatever the file we have currently captured, so we will taking the audit, and after that we will export those data into the Excel format. Okay, so this is my audit log. Then error log. So during the execution, whatever the different type of error we will receive, so we will capturing those error into the error log folder. Okay, and for the files loaded, so basically for the validation for the if file is loaded or not, so basically we will validate the file using this table. Okay, so if this file is present into this table, then we will skip that file and we will load the whatever the file that not present into this table. Okay, so basically so 1 2 3 4, if the files already loaded, then we will skip that file. Okay, then last one is a import error log. So basically during the importing the data, if suppose any kind of data will getting the error, so we'll capturing those data into the this table. So I will show you. So basically we are error data. So basically in Excel, if suppose any kind of wrong data or whatever the data, so that data we will import into the database. Okay, so into this import error log folder. So I will truncate all the table. Okay, so because of we need to check whatever the changes we have completed that working or not. Okay, so I will uncomment and then click on execute. So now all the data from this table it will be truncated. Okay, so you can check by the selecting the this query, you can check all the data will be deleted from the table. Okay, so now what we will do, so we will run the SSIS package. Okay, for the checking whether there any kind of error or not. Okay, so as of now I have just enabled this for each loop container for the Excel file. So I will click on start. Now it will be start for the build the SSIS package. So now a package will started. Okay, so now it will be loaded 11th row from the first, second, third. Okay, so now the my package completed successfully. So I will click on the stop debugging, and now I will check the data from the table. So I will run the table. So all the data will loaded. So you can check. So whatever the data from the Excel, it will be loaded. 44 row it will be loaded. Then the audit log. So I will check the audit log as well. So in audit log you can check. So these are the four files we have completely loaded into the database system, and you can check the record. So 11 record from first, second, third, fourth, and you can check the date and time. You can also check the if any kind of error will occur, so it will be captured here. Then files loaded for the validation, and import error log for the data, any kind of data error. So as of now there is no error in the my data. Okay, so now we have completed for the for this for the excel file. So now I will disable this, and I will enable. So first of all I will delete this one, the constraint, precision constraint. Then I will click on this and enable. So there is a one error, so it will be showing. So first of all, file system task. So basically this task what so basically this task, file system task, we will copy the uh, log file format. Okay, so we will copy the log file format from the given, as per the given folder. Okay, so this is the task we will use for the copy audit log format, log file format. Okay, then second, once the means the format will be copied, then we will export the data. So we will take the data from the database. So already we store the data into the audit log. So we will just retrieve the data from the audit log, and we will data conversion operation we will perform, and then we will export data into the Excel destination. So now we need to change the destination. So if you check, as of now it will be pointing for the Excel connection manager 7. So what we will do, so we will go to the connection manager 7, and go to the property. So first of all we will do the proper name conversion. So basically this is the for the uh, export export audit log connection. Okay, then we will go to the file path. You can check, currently it was pointing to the lab number 8. So what we will do for that, we will go to the expression. Okay, so it will be hard coded. So uh, we will create one. So what we will do, so we will go to the property. Okay, so we will go to the property, edit. So go to the browse. So here we need to change the path. Okay, so basically this is the project. Then go to the edit log, and here we need to select the audit log file. So basically we have changed the folder. So basically we'll select this audit log, then click on OK. So here, okay, so here we need to select the connection. Okay, so export audit log connection. So I will select this one, click on OK. Click on sheet number 1 to existing data, click on close, then go to the mapping if you need, then go click on OK. So now error will be gone. So then we will go to the control flow. So now this error will be, so basically we have completed for the audit log. Then we will go for the error log. So also error log, so we will take the data from the database. So error log, this is the table name. So we will take the data. So as of now there is no data. So and then what we will do, so we will export data into the text file. So for this text file also we need to change the connection. So basically we will go to the new comma decline, click on OK. Now here we need to provide the new connection. Okay, so here also we need to provide export error log connection, and then we need to go to the browse, and as of now it will be pointing to the error logs. So this error log, but we need to find, it will be error log folder. Okay, so this is error log, and then we need to click on OK. Then all other things, okay, then click on OK. Now click on preview. So as of now there is no data. Click on close, click on OK. So now this will also done. Then go to the error log data. So basically this is the export error log for the data. So export data error log. Okay, so we need to also change this connection as well. So we will select the data from the database, like MySQL Server database. So this is the table. So we will select the data from this table, and then we will export this data into the Excel file. So as per the requirement. So for that, so we will go to the export, and here we are using the connection manager 8. So what we will do, we will close as of now. So we need to go for the this one and go to the property, and here we need to provide the name. Okay, so for this, export data error log connection. Okay, so now we have completed this. So now we will go to the here, and we can check export data error log. So we will go to the, okay, so export, we need to change the property. As of now it will be pointing to the lab number 8. So what we will do, so we will go to the edit, go to the browse, and now we will change the data error log, and this is the file. Click on OK. Okay, so now you can check here this too. So there is no data, and click on OK. So now this is also done. Okay, so now we have executed the what are the different type of log file that we created. Okay, so so it will be working fine. So now we'll click on the stop debugging. Then we will go to the folder. So basically this is my project, and into that, so we have successfully archived the file. Then audit log. So basically we need to check the audit log. So you can check the it will be modified date. So basically you can check the date. So 22nd 02 2025 means this is the recently changed the file. So you can click on it. So this is the file that we have successfully export the data from the database. Okay, now second thing, also we need to check for the other log file. Okay, so I will click on don't save, then I will go to the other file like data error file. So for the this file also you can check recently date is a modified date. So as of now I think there is no data from this file. Okay, so I will close this one, then go to the error log file. So it will be also same time it will be date is the modified. So error log file, you can also check this any kind of error. So I will close this one, and then final is the output file. So as of now we have not completed the export for the output file. For the template we have already completed for the template. So that means ki my the whatever the log we have created it working fine. So now I will disable this one also. I will click on this and I will click on disable. So now my two things is completed. So basically as per the project, so we have completed for the Excel export, and second thing for the whatever the different type of the log we need to export, so that also we have completed. So now the module number 3, like MySQL database import. Okay, so basically we have already created the MySQL database import module. So basically we will directly use the 11 number lab number. Okay, so we need to integrate this 11 number lab, and we will combine all the three labs into the one single SSIS package. Okay, so we need to open lab number 11 for the combining the this package into the previous one. Okay, so for the if you check lab number 11, so this is my lab number 11. So in this lab number 11 we have completed slowly changing dimension for the validating the MySQL data. So I will, so this is my lab number 11. So in this lab we have completed for the loading the data from the MySQL database. Also we have completed the validating the part. Okay, so what I will do, so I will directly copy this package and I will click on Control C. I have copied this package, selected this all the component and Control C. Then I will come here in my this package. So I will directly click on paste. Control V. Okay. Okay. So as of now it will be showing some error, but we will rectify that and we will fix this error. So then second thing we need to again come here. Then we will this is the connection manager for the my MS SQL Server database. This is already exist there, so it will be not a need to copy. For the connection manager for the MySQL database, so we need to copy this one, select this one and Control C. Then we need to copy and we need to paste here. Okay, so we need to come here and click on the connection manager. Under that we need to Control V. So now we can check the this is the MySQL connection. So it will be now it will be we have copied from the previous the package and we will paste here. Okay, so now we need to double click on it, and initially we need to provide the password. Okay, so for the root user, so whatever the password that you set, so we need to provide the password. So I will put the password and click on test connection. So now my connection completed successfully. So I will click on OK. Click on OK. Okay. So now it will be showing some errors. So we will directly go to the this package, and now it will be error from the slowly changing dimension. Okay. So I will click here. Click on next. Yeah. Okay. So basically the connection manager, this one. So we need to come here. Then this is my connection manager for the MS SQL Server. Okay, so I will select this one. Then we need to select the table. Okay, so we have changed the table like team underscore order. So basically currently we are taking the data from the Excel into the this table. If you have the different table, you can change that table name, or if you compatible with the same table, then you can also use that same table. Okay, so currently I am load all the data from the Excel file to this table. So same table I will dump all the data from the MySQL database as well. Okay, so this is the current data from the Excel file. So whatever the Excel file data that currently I will load into the this table. So same table I will use for the MySQL database as well. So I will here I will select the this table dump underscore order table. Okay. So once you selected dump underscore order table, then you need to again click on the like this is the input column from the source. So I have already copied GST. I will click on it, then click on the HSN, then click on invoice number, then click on order ID. Okay, so basically we need to provide the whatever the data that we already previously used. Okay, and if you got any kind of error, then you can rectify that one. We need to change the data type. Okay, so the rate I will change the this one. I will use the total name. Okay, total amount. Okay, so now you can check below, one error will show in at least one business key need to be selected. So we need to provide one business key. So what is the business key that I already explained in my lab number 11. Okay, so you can also check further regarding that. In my this case I will select the order ID as my business key. So if you check in a the Excel data that we already loaded, so order ID is the uniquely identified. So 30, 34, 35, 36, like this is the unique record. So and this is the unique record from the Excel file, and as well as this is the unique record from the MySQL database. Okay, so if you run this table, so in this table as well, so this is my order table. So already we have completed that one. Okay, so this is my order ID. So this is the uniquely identified between these two table. Okay, so these two database. Okay, so I will select the order ID as the business key, then click on next. Then I will select the dimension. So here we need to select the change type. Okay, so basically for the GST, for the GST is a changeable attribute, so I will select as a changing attribute. Then for the HSN code, so it will be fixed attribute. For the invoice number, it will also fixed attribute. Then location code, it is a changing attribute. For the order date, it is a fixed attribute. Price, it will be changing attribute. Then product ID, it is a fixed attribute. Product name is the same fixed attribute. Quantity is a changing attribute. Rate is also the changing attribute. Then region code is a changing attribute. Then total amount, it is also the changing attribute. So now I have completed the dimension column. So here we need to select SCD type 1 or SCD type 0. Okay, so as per the previously I have already explained in my previous video, that is the lab number 11, so you can refer that one. So I will click on next. I will untick this one, then click on next. Then I will keep as it is, then click on next and click on finish. Once you click on finish, so now it will be appearing for the in the below. So what we will do, so this is my old one, so I need to delete this one. Okay, I will delete this one. Only the row number, row count that we need to use. Okay, so for this I will delete this one. I will copy the row number from here, and I will use the connection. Okay, so this is connection I will provide. In the output we need to select new output. Okay, and from this click on OK. Then from this we need to connect for the insert destination. Okay, so I have selected that one, and I need to click on the row count, go to the edit, and here we need to provide the variable name. So but as of now we have not created variable. So as you remember in my previously in a previous package we have created one variable. Okay, so this is my MySQL record count. So same thing we need to create a new variable for this in this package as well. Okay, so for that I will close, I will click on the variable, then click on plus sign. So here I need to provide my SQL row count. Okay, my SQL row count. The data type is a integer 32, and then Control S for the save. Then click on close, and here I need to click on again edit. Then click on variable. So this is the user MySQL row count, and then click on OK. Okay, so now it will be completed successfully, and whatever the error will, as of now currently no error in this package. Okay, so go to the control flow. So now the error is now audit log MySQL. So I will click on it, click on edit. So here we need to provide the connection. Okay, so previously this is a different connection. So I will select this desktop, and this is my SSIS connection. Okay, so as of now other thing is remaining same for the expression as well. So the same expression that we will use for the this package as well. Okay, so we will insert in the audit log file. Okay, so click on OK. So evaluate expression. Okay, so here we need to change the count. Okay, so basically for the MySQL we have used different name, so we need to change this one. Okay, so I will copy from this and delete one. Then I will copy for the this variable. Okay, this variable name from here to, okay, from here. Okay, then click on evaluate expression. Now the my expression is fine. Okay, then click on OK, click on OK, click on OK. So now my this MySQL package is ready. So I need to test this MySQL package. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will directly click on start. So now it will be start for the execution. Now it will be start for the loading, so you can check. So 22 row it will be load from the MySQL source. So you can check in this MySQL workbench there is a 22 row. So that loaded. Once that loaded, then we convert the data conversion operation. After that we will use the slowly changing dimension, and you can check all the new row will be inserted into the destination. Okay, so insert destination, and as of now there is no update from this. So as of now I will stop this, and I will check the data from the MySQL server database. So as of now there is a 44 row. If I run the dim underscore order, then you can check. So 22 row will be inserted. Okay, so you can check in below. After the 44 there is a 50, 51, 52 up to 71. Okay, so as well as we have also checked the audit log. So because of we have loaded the new 22 record from the other table. So this is my table. So this is my MySQL server database. This is a table. So as of so recently we have, you can check. So this is a 22 row will be inserted. Okay. So this is a thing that we have done. Okay. So now the my package is ready. So now the next step. So basically, the till now whatever we completed, we have integrated all the modules like Excel module, then the MySQL module, and then the audit log module. But now we need to align it into the sequence container, because of if suppose if any kind of operation will fail, then for example Excel file operation fail, that time, so this MySQL also not executed, or my error log also not completed. So due to that, we will use the sequence container for the, we will give the group, we will combine the module into the one group. Okay. So basically, lab number 12. So we will use the sequence container for the grouping the modules. Okay. So now what I will do, so I will directly go to the SSIS toolbox, and in the SSIS toolbox, if you drop down, so there is a sequence container. Okay. So we will drag and drop this sequence container for this. Okay. So in a sequence container, if you check, so this is a sequence container. So basically, what basically sequence container. So basically, the sequence container, it will be used for the grouping the different kind of element. Okay. So if suppose this is my for each loop container. In my for each loop container, there is a different type of component, and that different type of component will perform the different operation. Like this component, which will be used for the getting the how many number of files, basically validation purpose. This data flow task basically useful for the loading the data from the Excel file. Okay. Load the data from the Excel file. Okay. Then after that we will auditing the file. Then we will archiving the file. So what I will do, I will directly click on this for each loop container, and I will drag and drop into the sequence container. Okay. So now it will be, if you check, you can directly drag to the top one. Then you can also change the some layout, like you can click on this. Okay. So and then I will give the name for the sequence container, like, so this is the data for the your FTP FTP server, FTP server shell file extract. So this module, basically we will extract the data from the FTP server. Okay. So as of now we are not using the FTP server, but because of we have not FTP server, but FTP server like one kind of the folder, basically one kind of server where we will place the share the different type of file. So we will directly taking for the practice purpose, for we are just this is we are considering this is a, the drive is our FTP folder. Okay. FTP server. Okay. And in a FTP server, so this is my SSIS practical. In a SSIS practical, this is my the data that in a FTP file, it will be loading into the this project under the project folder, and this is my input file for the Excel. Okay. So this is the thing that we completed for the Excel file. Then again I will go to the toolbox. Again I will take the one another sequence container, and first of all I need to, if you directly drag and drop this one, then it will be showing one kind of error, like you cannot be move the connected task in a new container. Okay, remove the precedent constraint before the processing. Okay, so for that, so first of all I need to directly click on the precedent constraint, then click on delete, and then we will one by one we will drag and drop the component. Okay, and then you can click to the bottom. Okay, so and then if you want you can connect these two checking purpose. So for the sequence content, so I will rename it. So this is the MySQL database data extract. Okay, then again I will take the one more sequence container. First of all I will click on it, enable, then I will take this container here, and as per the last, so I need to delete all the precedent constraint. Okay, so click on delete, click on precedent constraint, click on delete, click on precedent constraint, and then click on delete. So now I will one by one put the all the component from the drag and drop into the sequence container. Okay, so I will, so this will be for the, okay, so if you required you can connect, or if you not need to connect, because of this is a sequence container. So in a sequence container it will be executing the task one by one, like this will be completed, then this, then this, then this. So why I will use a sequence container? So this is a thing that I will explain you. So that I will explain you in a next one. So as of now I will not connected each task, so I will directly show you the. So basically, this is a sequence container that will useful for the extracting the log file, like error, then audit, then data. Okay, so this is the extract for the log, extracting the log file. So this is a log file like error log, audit log, data log. Okay, so these are the things. So now I will not connected for each component. Okay, so basically why we will use the sequence container? So basically sequence container, it will be useful for the grouping the data. So if you check, so this is a grouping the data for the MySQL MySQL database. So and this is also grouping the data for the whatever the different type of log file. Okay, and again we will also use one more sequence container for the output purpose. Okay, so I will show you the example. So I will just disable this one and I will disable this one. Okay, so once we basically one more advantage is that, so if I need to not execute this all the things, so just I need to click on it, click on the enable. If not need to execute, then click on the disable. So all the component whatever the in under that sequence container, it will also disappear. Okay, so this is the thing that we will do. So now I will show you the, if suppose I have not connected these two, so then it will be working or not. So the I will already loaded the data, but I need to check the audit log, it will be working or not. So for that the reason I will go to the SS, SSRS. So okay, so basically in a order dump, so what I will do, so order, so I will delete where in order dump. So we have loaded the data from the MySQL database. So basically I will delete the data, whatever the data we load from the MySQL database. Okay, so from the 15, the data from the MySQL. Okay, so delete the delete from table name here, order ID greater than or equal to 50. If I select this one, so all the data from the MySQL database. Okay, so all the data from the MySQL database. So I will delete this data. Okay, so I will delete this data. Also I will, okay, so as of now I will delete the data from the order dump. So as of now no data from the MySQL database. So now I will execute the package. So what happen if I execute the package? So you can check, so it will be audit log directly executed. So if you check, so data will be loaded. Okay, so 22 record will be loaded, and if you check in a order dump, so you can check there is 66 records. Okay, so the new data loaded, but if you check the audit log, so basically audit log, so I will show you the dump order. So in a dump order previously 44 record, but as of now it will be going for the 66 record. Okay, so the now that means ki new data will be loaded into the dump order, this table. Okay, but if you check the audit log, so in audit log you can check, so this is a recent record. Okay, so in a recent record it will be data number of record inserted, it will be showing the 0 because of, why it will be happen, so because of the before the loading the data and inserting the data, this audit log the component will executed before the this component. Okay, so due to that it will be directly take the whatever the value from the row count, and it will be directly inserted into the database. So due to that, so basically we need to connect these two components, because of this is the dependent component, then we need to connect it by using the precedent constraint, because of once this component will executed, then only this next component will be run. Okay, this component will be executed. So this is the dependency. So due to that we need to connect whatever the dependency using the sequence container. Okay, So here the same thing that we will also do for this. So because of we need to copy the audit log file format. So basically first of all we need to copy the audit log file format, and then we need to export the data into that whatever the copy file into that same format. Okay, so this is a dependency, so we need to connect these two. Okay, so this is a not dependent because of whatever the error log that we already captured in a previously. So we will not required for the connect after this one. So this is also not required to connect. So because of why I have not given the sequence. So basically if I define the sequence, so for example this component it will get failed. So this component will fail, then it will be not move for the further operation. So the reason the same to that. So basically for this, so basically I will, as of now I will connect it for each other, and here also I have connected for the each other. So the now I will execute this package one more time. So you can check, so I have not connected the all the component each other because of the reason. So basically might be some in case, so in excel there is some data file is not exist, but in a mysql database the data it will be need to load from the MySQL database to the MS SQL server. So in that case, it will be basically this three component, these two component not dependent to the each other. Okay, so whatever the data it will be loaded, so same data will be exported. Okay, so due to that, I have used a sequence container. So all the component will executed individually. Okay. So basically, I will show you in a practically. So for that, I will first of all I need to drop all the things. So I will truncate all the data. I have truncate all the data. Okay. Then I will commit this one. If I show you the data, as of now there is no data, and if I directly run the package. Okay. So yeah, okay. So there is a one package validation error. So basically this package validation error because of, so I will show you. So in a previously we have already loaded the file from the input folder. Okay. So as of now there is a no file from the input folder. So because of we have already archived the file. So due to that the file not found. So due to that reason it will be showing the error, but this will be we can avoid. So if the validation means before the executing the package, so there is a validation. So if we need to avoid this one, so for that the reason we will use the delay validation property. So what is the delay validation property, that I will explain you. So basically the delay validation property, for example this file we need to load from the this folder, but that file not exist there. So this is a file not exist there, then it will be getting the error for the loading the data because of the file not found. So the package will not executed. So for that we need to set the delay validation property for the this component. So I will click on it, then go to the property, and you can check in a execution there is a delay validation property. So if you need to set delay validation property for the individual component level, then we can also set the validation property. If you need to set the delay validation property for the entire the solution or enter the SSIS package, then you can click on the blank side and then go to the property. So here is a delay validation. So in a execution there is a delay validation, default is a false, we need to enable it into the true. So once you completed, click on yes, and now we can start the execution. Now this time error will not occur, only it will be showing that this FTP server will start the execution. Okay, so you can check. So this time, for example, if suppose there is a dependency, then other package also not executed. So due to that, we have used the sequence container, because of all the component or whatever the different type of module, it will be independently executed. Okay, it will be not dependent to each other. Okay, so it will be run independently. Okay, so if you check, so as of now the file not found, so my package will not fail because of I have used the delay validation property. So the it will be initially check that the file not exist, then it will be stopped there, but it will be run the package. Okay, so then you can check the MySQL database, the file is exist there, so it will be load the data from this file. So you can check, if I show you the dump table, you can check. So my 22 record will be loaded. Okay, it will be imported into the dump order table. And if you check the audit log, so in my audit log, it will be also, it will be showing the 22 records which will be imported. Okay, so this is the current date and time. Error log, so as of now we have not received any kind of error log, so we will skip that one. Files loaded, so in the Excel file, so we have not loaded file, so it will be showing as it is. So I will stop. And also, if you I will stop this package and I will show you the log as well. Okay, so for this we have also extract the log, so I will show you the log. So in my input, so if you go to the audit log, so you can check, this is the updated one. Okay, so this is the updated one. Okay, so basically this is updated one. And then if you check the data error, so basically you can check, this is also error log data file. Then you can check the error log, so this is also same thing. Okay, so only for the audit log file, it will be showing the last modified date as per the last one. So that means the data will not inserted into the audit log file. So what we will do, so basically we will go to the here. So we are basically importing the data from the this from this and this. So this package not executed, due to that this audit log will be not capture, audit record not capture. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done in lab number 12. So we have completed for the combine all the different type of model into the one single package, and same package now we will move for the next practical. Okay, so one more thing that we need to do, so we need to rename it. So basically I will rename it as combine all modules. So the same name I will give one. all module 1, and for the solution as well we need to provide the name. Can go to the rename. Okay, so the same name I have given, so I will click on yes. So this way we have completed the lab number 12. So this in this lab, so we will use a sequence container. So and we also check that delay validation property. So thank you friends for the watching this video. If you like this video, please share with your friends and family members. Thank you and wish you happy learning.